Welcome back to the MPO's webcast, Tuesday Traffic Jam. We're glad you could join us during rush hour traffic. My name is Alvimarie. I am the planning manager at the MPO. I've been with the MPO for over 4 years now, and I would like to present to you our newest multimodal planner, Slade Downs, here co-hosting today's episode.
Hi, I'm Slade Downs. I just started at the MPO as a multimodal planner. I'm originally from Tallahassee. I got my undergrad in public administration from UCF and my master's in urban and regional planning from UF. I'm excited to be here and talk about Destination Zero.
Great. Now, you're probably wondering what Destination Zero is, and those questions will be answered here today. I would like to introduce our guests for today's episode, Christopher Keller from Tindale Oliver and Corinne Tucker, Project Manager for Destination Zero. So, could you both take a minute or two and introduce yourselves? Chris, let's start with you.
Hi, and thanks for having me. As mentioned, my name is Chris Keller. I'm a senior project manager with Tindale Oliver, which is a transportation planning and engineering firm based in Tampa, Florida. Today's topic really focuses on something that's a real passion of mine, having spent a large portion of my career working on helping people safely travel about their communities. So I'm really excited to be working with you guys on this effort.
Thanks, Chris. We're also really excited to work with you on this initiative. I'm Corinne, a multimodal planner at the MPO and the project manager for Destination Zero. My educational background is in public health, where I focused on social determinants of health. So, how does transportation, housing, and the built environment impact people's health outcomes and overall quality of life?
Great to have both of you here. We're glad you could join us today and share some of your knowledge and expertise. Since starting at the MPO and learning more about the MPO's safety initiatives, I've had a few questions that maybe you could answer. What is Destination Zero? Why is it so important for our region?
That's a great question, Slade. Destination Zero was originally referred to as the Fatalities and Serious Injuries Reduction Plan in the MPO's 2045 Long Range Transportation Plan. So this is really our way of aligning ourselves in the region with the state's goal of zero fatalities and serious injuries. And so basically, this is the MPO strategy on how we can eliminate traffic-related deaths and serious injuries on our roadways in Sarasota and Manatee by 2045. So this effort can only be accomplished if the whole region works together. Knowing this, one of the outcomes is to provide jurisdictional toolkits or an educational framework to our 2 counties and 9 municipalities. This way they can use these toolkits as a roadmap to catalyze the development of their own safety plan that they can bring to their own communities. And so why is this important? Well, of course it's important because people are being killed and seriously injured on our roadways. These deaths and serious injuries are preventable. And we can move the needle and save lives by committing to work together to implement different tactics, whether they be from engineering, enforcement, education, equity, emergency response, or engagement.
This is a big undertaking. Now, this isn't the only safety initiative undertaken by the MPO. The MPO has also done road safety audits, desktop reviews, and a couple of safety assessment reports. Corinne, can you explain these further?
Of course. So like you were mentioning, Alvi, this is not the first time the MPO focuses on safety. In the past, the MPO has identified high crash locations and performed road safety audits and desktop reviews. So what this really means is either a diverse group of people go out to specific locations and assess in person, or a person reviews the location from their computer. Either way, these high crash locations were looked at on different engineering and design elements, personal experiences walking around the locations, as well as crash trends and data. And so each year, the MPO produces a safety report that explains how we are federally mandated to report on safety performance and set targets each year. It also details high crash locations, as well as different engineering design tools that can be applied to increase the safety on our roadways. And so even though we are seeing improvements in the region, historically, this has not been enough to meet our performance targets. This approach isn't producing the results we need in order to achieve our long-term goal of eliminating traffic-related deaths and serious injuries on our roadways by 2045.
Okay, so Destination Zero is different from the MPO's past approach to tackling safety. Can you tell me a little more about the new approach taken with Destination Zero?
Absolutely, Slade. I think the Destination Zero tagline of a path to zero fatalities and serious injuries really sums up what Destination Zero is. But before I get into the specifics of how Destination Zero differs from the traditional traffic safety approach, I'd like to provide you with just a couple numbers: 708 and 8,465. 708 is the number of people that died on our streets between 2015 and 2020. And 8,465, I wish it was 800, but is the number of serious injuries that occurred during that same time. I give you these numbers because Destination Zero is different in that it primarily focuses on reducing and eliminating fatal and serious injury crashes. Now, the Destination Zero action plan is being developed based on a safe systems approach that is endorsed by the Federal Highway Administration and the Florida Department of Transportation. The safe systems approach is founded on the notion that people will make mistakes, but that those mistakes should not result in death. Putting this approach into action means that we must recognize that these mistakes will happen. There will be crashes, but that we need to design and operate our transportation system in a way that limits risk, and when crashes do occur, limits the impacts and forces and injuries on the human body. We have a graphic that really does a good job of laying out the differences between the traditional safety approach and the safe systems approach. The traditional traffic safety approach has tried to modify human behavior to prevent all crashes, whereas the safe systems approach is a little more designed to anticipate human mistakes and focus on roadway design and operational changes to limit the severity of crashes. A couple of other key differences is that the safe systems approach focuses on system-wide strategies and looks to proactively address safety concerns rather than just targeting high crash locations. It also recognizes that we all share responsibility in keeping our streets safe, so we have to all work together to achieve our goal.
Well, that was a great summary of what safe systems approach is. That was a good discussion on how to reduce fatalities and serious injuries on our roadways. And we know that this is a huge undertaking, and we hope that by working together with our partners and citizens, we can achieve zero fatalities and serious injuries. I would like to close the interview with one last question. Chris, Corinne, how can the community get involved and participate in the Destination Zero action plan?
Alvi, that's an excellent question, because I did say that we do all need to work together on this. The easiest and most direct way for people to get involved and participate is to visit the Destination Zero page on the MPO's website. From here, they'll have the opportunity to learn about Destination Zero, the development of the action plan, and perhaps most importantly, provide us with valuable input through an online survey and an interactive map that allows people to identify and comment on locations where they are concerned about safety.
That's right, Chris. And they can also join us for a Destination Zero workshop on September 27th, beginning at 10:30 a.m., located at the Bradenton Area Convention Center at 1 Haben Boulevard in Palmetto. This Destination Zero workshop will really be a way for the community to come, learn about safety initiatives statewide as well as region-wide, and be able to really give us feedback and provide their ideas on how we can make our streets safe. And so the link to register is down below. So we request that you register before September 17th at 5 p.m. We are limiting the number of people who can attend in order to accommodate social distancing requirements. So please, we welcome you, and we hope you can join us and provide your insights. And if you can't, you can always email me or call me. The contact information is also below, and share your ideas with us that way.
Okay, well, there you have it. Chris, Corinne, thanks for spending time with us. We appreciate you sitting down with us.
Yes, and thank you for joining us, and thank you to all those who are listening and watching. But before you go, I want to remind everyone to take the Destination Zero survey and register for the upcoming workshop. The links are below.
And don't forget to leave comments or questions in the comment box. We always like to hear what you think about the webcasts, and if there are any interesting topics that you would want to hear or learn about.
That's right. Also, don't forget to tell us how we did. We'd love to hear your feedback, and thank you everyone again for joining us for your Tuesday Traffic Jam. Have a great day, and whether you drive, walk, bike, or ride transit, please be alert and stay safe. Bye.